because we know what you do when you take your pants off in front of your dog.
Poor puppy.
It's the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast, and I'm orange.
You look great. You look tan.
Thank you. Thank you.
How long were you in that tanning bed?
I don't know.
You look like Tan Mom.
Joining us on the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast is Froggy, and there's Gandhi, and there's Scary, Danielle, and Scotty B, and Master Control, and there's Garrett.
You're my
and
favorite
of course,
color,
there's.
You're my favorite color.
You sound very like you're a party girl.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yes.
You have party girl voice, I'm trying to say.
Correct.
That's what you have.
So on Thursday night, my 7-year-old and I got into a screaming match. I won, of course, but he didn't want to do his homework, so he started screaming at me. And I go, I could scream louder. So then I did. And then after that, I came to work at 2 o'clock in the morning to talk on the radio and then did the morning show. And so, yeah.
Wow.
Is that really a good parenting tactic?
Those who cast stone. Until you're in this situation, dude.
Exactly.
Like, you have no
exactly.
idea.
He's got a good point. Don't dad-splain.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
it is funny. So my brother, my one niece was throwing a tantrum while I was over there. This was several years ago. And so he goes, all right, picks her up, sits her in the garage, and closes the door. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, this is the only way to shut her up.
Wow.
And it worked. 5 minutes later, she was coming back in the house, and she was fine.
So my other backup move is when they throw temper tantrums, my kids, I start throwing a temper tantrum. I mimic them. And then it just kind of like, they're like, I don't know what to do. You got
Does
me.
it work?
It does because they're stupefied. They're like, I don't know what he's doing. He's crazy.
Didn't this plan end up backfiring for you because your kid screams and you're like, I can do this better. Then you scream and now you lost your voice, which to them could signify dad is weak.
That's right.
They're gonna come and
They're
take
too
over.
little. They're too little to
But
think
in
about
that moment, though, in that moment, like he knew I won. Like in that moment.
That is such a scene from Mommy Dearest.
It really.
You know what you can't do, though?
Yeah, minus the bad parts, but yes.
You can't turn the phones off because that makes them crazier. It's insane.
Really?
Yes. That is.
What do you mean you can't turn the phone
No,
off?
you can. You just have to. You got to deal with it. You got to stick by you've got to stick to your guns. When you make a threat, you have to go through with it.
Yep.
If you don't, the very first time you don't go through with it, then they know you're never going to do it again, and you're screwed.
Yep.
Wow. You better run this stuff, Nate, because you're going to be a dad soon.
In my house, all you have to say is, I'm going to take the phone, and then they do what they're supposed to do because the phone, that's their kryptonite. That
Well,
phone.
that's good. That's what gets them to do it.
But
that's
then
easy.
if you turn it off or take it away, things get 10 times worse. So hopefully they listen when you say you're going to take the phone away.
See, the sound that would send a shiver through my spine was the sound of my dad's belt buckle rattling.
Oh, my God.
To this day, if I hear a belt buckle rattle, I'm like, oh, fuck. What did I do wrong?
Really?
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow, triggered by a belt buckle.
And I never even got hit with it, but just him like pulling the belt buckle out the belt out was like,
That's all you need.
It's weird. My dog is afraid of that. I take my belt off at night, and as soon as I pull the loops out, he puts his ears back and like walks.
well, because we know what you do when you take your pants off in front of your dog.
Poor puppy.
You know, I don't. I
He
never
gets the peanut butter out.
I don't get naked in front of my dogs. I can't use the bathroom with them walking into the bath. I don't want them near me. I'm a little modest.
Sawyer sits at my feet while I'm sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
He busts open the door and sits at my feet.
Why?
Don't know.
Well, I read that it's them trying to support you. So when they go to the bathroom, apparently they look back at you because they want to make sure that you're there because
That's
they're
true.
vulnerable. And then when you go to the bathroom, they're repaying you by coming and protecting you while you're vulnerable on the
That's
toilet.
what they do.
Yeah.
My cats jump on my lap.
Well, they're not looking out for you. Cats
Yeah,
don't look out for you, but the dogs do. Yeah, no,
but I
they
feel-
know that you're vulnerable for attack.
Wow.
While you're pooping.
Elvis, I'm like you. I kick my dog Scarlet out. I'm like, I just don't need you judging me. Like get out. And the same thing with
They're not judging you. I just want my moment. I want a moment to myself. And when you have dogs, especially my dogs, I mean, if you go from one room to another, they always follow you. You can feel them getting up and walking. You can hear the little tick, 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 tick. They're always there.
little nails.
I'm sure having a kid's the same thing. You can't have a moment alone, probably.
Oh, it's double, especially if you have kids and a dog at the same time. Like you think you get away, and like then remember the kids know how to open the door. Like so, it's like can't win. And then once the kid opens the door, the dog's like, "Oh, the door's open. Let me go in."
Yeah.
It's true.
Hey, speaking of being naked, I was listening to a podcast over the weekend. Did you know, I think it's Mormons? I'm not sure of the religion, but they're not supposed to be naked ever.
What?
Ever. Like there's always supposed to have some sort of underwear garment on. Did you ever hear about this?
Yeah, I've
How
heard
do they
of this
make
before.
other people?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, there's
No,
a
I
lot.
say,
I
how do they
don't
make
know if
other
it's true.
people?
I think there's like some sort of hole involved, isn't
But
there?
that's still naked.
Yeah.
What?
Still naked.
No.
No,
No,
not
it's
if you're
not
wearing
naked.
it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I really don't know any more than that.
Why don't we learn more before we start saying
Yeah.
these things?
Wait,
Just
were you
saying.
naked? Were you naked listening to the Naked podcast?
No.
Plus, even if your penis is sticking through a hole, you're still technically naked. The penis is naked.
Well, no, we're all naked, but we have clothing over our nudity.
Yeah, I'm naked now.
Right.
You just can't tell because I have clothes on.
But as soon as your penis comes out, you're naked.
I don't think
Exactly.
that's right. I think you're naked when you have no clothing on
Yes,
at all.
Right.
you're nude when you have no clothing on.
Right.
I just if it's just your penis coming
Scotty,
through.
if
What?
you pulled your pants down and whipped out your ding-a-ling,
Yeah, I'd be naked.
You're not naked.
No, because you still
You're
have your
naked
clothes on.
Part
when
of
you
me
have no
is.
clothes on.
Yeah,
Part
but
of me's
your
naked.
yeah, but your wiener's naked.
I'm partially naked.
Okay.
Your penis being there is the very definition of being naked.
No,
It's just-
no.
If you take your
have
shirt off,
clothes-
you're not naked.
Look up the word naked.
Okay.
Let's see what they say. No, being naked means you don't have any clothes on, doesn't it?
Right.
Am I
Elvis, you're right.
crazy?
I watch Naked and Afraid. No one has clothes on. Like it's called Naked and Afraid.
See, I thought that's nude.
That's
Okay.
not nude and afraid. It's called Naked and Afraid.
Naked
Yeah,
is
naked and afraid.
person or part of the body without clothes. Let me look up nude.
Yeah,
Oh,
nude
part of
is
the
fu-
body.
is when you have no clothes on.
Oh, okay.
Naked could mean.
Oh,
ju-
nude is wearing no clothes.
there you go.
Why do you have
So-
to say it like that?
That's how you say it. Nude.
Nude.
So if I take my shirt off and leave everything else on, I'm technically naked.
Yes,
You're naked from the waist
up
up,
top. Yeah.
but nude is no clothing whatsoever.
How do you
Your
say it
boob
that way?
pops out, you're naked,
Your boob is naked.
I have to disagree
but
with
you're
that.
not
I don't-
nude.
You're correct.
Okay,
You're
hold
not
on,
nude,
Nate.
you're
Nate,
naked.
why do you say Nude so weird?
That's how you're supposed to. It's
NYOOD.
nude.
Yeah, you spell it.
Nude.
You spell yours like Neeude. Nude.
But nude is weird. Nude is. I'm just saying nude
But do you
because
say
it's
rude? You say rude.
No, that's
Yeah.
rude.
Rude and
But,
nude
uh,
they rhyme.
He's using the N going into you makes him make that noise.
Yeah, nude.
Oh,
Nude.
And it's also more significant when you say nude. If nude is like
No,
nude
it's-
is a color,
it's actually
nude is
creepier.
a state.
It almost sounds like. How do you say the word Knew?
Nude.
New. I say new.
New or new?
you do not say new.
Now that
As far as he knew. Yeah,
New.
you say
Now-
NOO, right?
now my
NOO.
brain is like rewired. Now every time I say that phoneme, I'm going to say new. I'm sorry.
I
Can we
knew
move
it.
on to something else?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Why is this triggering you?
So anyway, maybe we can talk to a Mormon. I was or a former Mormon at some point.
I would be interested to know.
Funny you say that. We have them on the phone right now.
Oh, that'd be great.
But wasn't there a time where they could be married to multiple people? How could you never be naked?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think this is the ultra religious sect of Mormonism.
Well, why don't you got a computer right there in front of you?
Mormonism.
Or is it computer? Is it computer?
It's computer.
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 Well, why'd you look it up on the old computer?
But anyway, the whole podcast was about Amish. And it got into religions and things they do. You know, why they wear the beards, and it kind of went into the nude aspect of Mormons. But really fascinating. The Rumspringer.
Rumspringer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Really
was a show
fascinating.
on that. Do you remember the
Yes.
show?
By the way,
Absolutely.
in this podcast, they said that show is all bullshit.
Really?
All of those Amish kids had already decided to leave Amishicity or Amish whatever.
Amishicity?
The Amish. I don't know. The
So they
Amish
said
way of life.
When they moved to New York, or some of them did, that they were full of shit.
It's all full of shit, according to this podcast.
Okay. Well, all podcasts are accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it
What
delved
was that
into
R word you guys just all used? The what?
Rumspringer.
Rumspringa.
Yeah, what is that?
Rumspringa.
Oh, Danielle, talk about it.
So it's when they reach a certain age, they're allowed to leave the Amish community. I think it's for a year, isn't it, or something
Right.
like that?
Think so.
And live a regular life. And then you decide whether or not you want to come back and live the rest of the Amish lifestyle. If you come back, right? If you don't come back, you leave everything behind, your family and everything.
And guess
Everything.
the percentage of kids that return to the Amish way of life.
I would think it's a
like
lot.
90.
I would think most of
90%.
it.
Yeah, just tell us.
85%.
Wow.
How
Yeah.
about that?
Come on, your whole family, all your friends, everything you grew up with.
Yeah.
That'd be a big.
Exactly.
We should have an Elvis Duran morning show Rumspringa.
But what's the opposite?
A
Because I mean,
walkabout.
we really have great lives now. So what do we go out and do?
Right.
Well, I don't know. You
become
don't know.
Amish.
You need to go out there and learn more about the world, and then you need to decide if you're coming back. But also, we get to vote whether you get to come back.
Yes. If we succeed for a year without you, you're gone.
It's right. Right. If you leave, and by the way, you don't get paid,
Oh.
so that
Changes
budget
everything.
may disappear. So be careful out there on your Elvis Duran morning show Rumspringa.
It sounds like a
Interesting.
drink.
I'm so itchy. I don't know why. I'm like, oh,
You're itchy and you're orange. You really might be having some type of Willy Wonka experience here.
something's going on. I want an Oompa Loompa, and I want one now.
Right now,
Wait, I
Daddy.
am one. What else can we cover? We've covered so many things.
That's a lot. We covered a lot.
I think that's about all.
Here, there, and everywhere.
How we doing on time, Frog?
We still got about 4 minutes left.
Oh,
4 minutes.
Oh, really?
But we went
give up.
over last week, so it should all average out, right?
is that how this works?
Yeah, the
we
listeners
we
love
have a
that.
4 minute. We have a 4 minute credit.
I think so.
What do you have coming up on Serial Killers podcast?
Oh, we're going to record a new one today. There's a bunch of Christmas cereals that are coming out, and I'll give you a sneak peek of one that was just released. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cereal.
Oh,
It's a hot chocolate flavored with marshmallows.
that's awesome.
I think the serial killers should start slowing it down because at some point you're going to have reached all the cereals in the world. And
Not
you guys
true.
do like multiple cereals in an episode. You should do one an episode.
Yeah, but
so you
they
can get more.
just keep coming out with new stuff, so it'll never end. That's the thing.
Okay. I hope not. That's a big library behind
Well,
you.
look, we've certainly gone through all the what we call classic cereals. Like, there's no more like Corn Flakes and Rice Krispies left, not old school, you know. So now we just do a new one, and we'll do some store brands or some organic crap that nobody eats.
Organic
So let me
crap.
ask you this: when we move to the new studios uptown, and you're not allowed to take any of your cereal boxes, are you guys going to do it in the green screen room so you can always have like fake cereal boxes
That's a
behind
great
you?
idea. We should take a picture of this thing and just have it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a
I'm-
great idea.
I don't know what to do. It's sad. It saddens me a little bit because we've collected these for over 3 years, and we're just going to abandon them. We can't
Collected a
bring-
lot of stuff in that room, Scotty.
Well, yeah. I mean, please forget dumpsters. I'm just walking out.
I think that's so wrong. Wait. So the other day, I was cleaning a lot of stuff from my desk area, and I was throwing away so much crap. And I was throwing crap away from people who no longer even work with us, okay?
Yeah, see, they didn't care either.
Okay, and so half of the people, just leave that. Because when we leave, the people that will come in, they'll have to clean it. And I said, that's not nice to do.
So rude.
I
They're
said,
going to
it's
get like
not.
1-800-GOT-JUNK
But
to
I
come in
said
here.
it's not
Yeah,
nice that
but
the
they'll
other
get paid.
people. No, they're not.
Right,
No,
they're going to
not.
get
Well, yeah,
paid.
well,
Look,
no,
don't take
they-
jobs away from other people.
They hire demolition companies to come in and do that.
Right, so
Yeah.
that demo
but
company's
not
going to
the
get paid.
But to take all of people's stuff that they left and throw out.
It's really just like doing this into one big giant
We
dumpster.
have some things that we have the history of this radio show that we've got to
And
transport.
how often have you gone
And
back and looked at it?
Doesn't matter.
Scary?
We have it, and it's on VHS. It's on CD.
There's no room for that.
I
Yeah, there's
know,
no
but
room for that.
I can't part with it.
You
well,
have
you
to.
keep it at your house.
Yeah. You have to go get a storage
Wacky
facility.
waving
I'm going to tell you right now.
Man.
We have been to the new studios and we've seen the storage we have available to us, and it's not a lot. It's
Yeah.
very, very little.
I was told we have a small morning show closet.
Yeah, we have room for 6
It is.
cases of scrubs. That's
it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
telling you
Oh
right
my
now,
God.
it is a small morning show closet.
Where are
It's
we going to
tiny.
store our Christmas tree?
We're not going to have it.
Not gonna have it.
Well, I'm dumping that one on my desk. I don't know whose that piece of crap was.
just
Where'd
leave
that
it.
even
Let the
come
junk
from?
haulers use
I
it.
don't know.
Who's taking wacky waving inflatable arm man home?
I'm going to
Oh,
put him in my
Hey,
garage.
Danielle,
Nice.
weren't we supposed to organize like a charity garage sale
We
or
keep
something?
saying that it's
We
never
were.
going to happen.
We were.
What happened?
I talked to the higher powers about it, and they said they were working on it, but I haven't
see,
heard
that's the
back.
thing. It's like Damon John said earlier. You can have a great idea. It's in the execution.
Yeah.
And no one's executing the garage sale idea.
It's been executed.
All right, let's get out of here.
Bye.
Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Enjoy your Monday.
Bye,
Mwah.
everyone.
Bye.
Mwah.
Love you.
Mwah.